Hi guys, Grudy's Racing Resto. Just done timing belt, water pump, just maintenance stuff on the 2.7 turbo, the C2 Tribute. Alright, now this car's got a mega squirt on it. I don't. Shameless plug. Now, the thing with the mega squirt, I'm not as familiar with it as I am with EMU. EMU is a good ECU, like the EMU. Right, now, this car, we purchased, I actually did a job and ended up with this whole turbo kit, and then I modified a bunch of stuff to make it better. Hold on, give me a sec, I'll get a torch. There we go. Right, so it's only got a cheapy 3076 on it, and that'll get updated at some stage soon enough. She's ARP rod bolts, MLS head gasket, studs, and it's got a little alpina grind cam. Now, it works well, but it doesn't make a lot of power. It makes a couple hundred kilowatts, so it's not bad. But it has, this setup was wired by somebody else, so it has a Innovate gauge in the dash. It has a LSU 4.9 or an LSU 4.2. I can't remember which one it's got. I think it's a 4.9 actually on this. So right there in the end of the dump tube. Right, now, this is our new TPS to go on it. Now, for the years we've been playing with it, I hadn't even factored in that the factory E30 TPS, and we'll show you something too. The factory E30 TPS is a big bulky piece of shit. Now, it's actually not a pentiometer, however you want to say it. So this will gauge voltage from off to on the whole way at a nice linear rate. The standard one doesn't. I'll see if I've got one here. No, I've got to actually take it off there. So what we've got is, you can buy most of this stuff, but I wanted to make one. So I handed the old one that I made to my client. And my client, Kurt, I hand him this, and I said, you know, copy that. You got a little mill, have some fun. So he did. He made it better than mine. Alright. That's two he made. Mine was... This is what I actually gave him. I gave him that. Alright, he bought himself a little rotary table for his little mill, so he could get the slots nice. And then he went a little bit far over and beyond, and he made me this. And he also drew me the file, because he's an awesome human being. So we're going to get some of these CNC'd soon. Some nice TPS, adjustable TPS mounts. And we'll put more adjustment than what you need, so they can be used in a few different applications. You'll even be able to re-drill and put them on even, you know, all sorts of different shit. But yeah, so what we've got to do with this car, I have just checked, and I've got 70% TPS movement with this. Now, my piece of shit laptop has to stay plugged in, otherwise I would have already had this plugged in and had a bit of a tinker. The factory TPS on the E30 is an on-off switch. So this is as far as I can gather. I think the auto one with the round plug is actually more of a pentiometer, and supposedly the manual 3-plug big one is just realistically on and off. No TPS sense at all. So this car had a doughy bit off idle, so it was just relying on its vacuum, on speed density. So now we're going to put the TPS on, and we're going to see if it makes a difference just off idle. I'll do a part 2 to this, and I'll do it running. So before, you'd touch it here, and it'd go boo, oh, and then come alive. Actually got a little bit daunting driving the car. And I put it down to a shitty Mega Squirt ECU, but Dopey asked me, everybody makes mistakes. We weren't getting any TPS sense at all. So let's put this on and see how it goes. Look forward to part 2. Thanks.